Change for her campaign, a bid to have the country's coat of arms changed to be fully representative. Now, the country's coat of arms was introduced on Freedom Day 2 decades ago. It replaced a previous one which had been in place since the formation of the African Union of South Africa in 1910. The change in itself reflecting government's aim to highlight the democratic dispensation and instill a new sense of patriotism. Our senior politics reporter Ziyanda Ngcobo looks at how the current coat of arms was designed.
The South African coat of arms is the highest emblem of the state and is meant to be representative of who we are as a society. It's remained the same since the year 2000. In the late 1990s, the democratic regime under the leadership of then-President Thabo Mbeki started the process to change the representation and do away with the negative symbols of the past.
Now, every country has got a coat of arms, which is a symbol of the state. You will find a coat of arms in all the things that are official of the state, including very important documents like your ID, passport. You'll find it even in coins, in banknotes. It is all over because it indicates the authority of the state.
The minister in the presidency at the time, Esop Pahad, was tasked with managing the process.
President Mbeki was particularly keen at that particular time on two things. The one was Freedom Park, but before that was the question of the three things: Freedom Park, our coat of arms, and also the national orders. And he was very determined that we needed to change the coat of arms, we needed to change the national orders completely, and we needed to have a Freedom Park which would be a representation of the struggles that took place in South Africa against colonialism, racism, apartheid, gender oppression.
The process of changing the country's coat of arms is governed by the Heraldry Act that constitutes a council made up of at least 6 members appointed by the Arts and Culture Minister. A state herald is also chosen, and this is the person who ensures that the country's symbols are promoted and determines where they can be displayed.
The issue of changing of coat of arms is not something that happens just like people changing the logos, design, and so on. It's a very intense process, and it needs a reason. As you can see, that the one that was happening, it was because of the change of the regime from apartheid to democracy.
The democratic state's current coat of arms was designed by Ian Becker after the process was opened up to the public for consultation, and Parliament also had input. Each element and symbol is meant to be a representation of South Africa's democratic values.
Mbeki played a very, very important role in helping to design that coat of arms. For example, I remember one day I was at his home in Pretoria, and he took the Russian coat of arms, and he said to me, "Look at the wings." So I looked at the wings and said, "Oh, well, Chief, what am I looking at?" He said, "Can't you look? Can't you see how the wings are going out? It's a very unusual way the wings are going out, and that's what the wing should be on the bird that we have on the coat of arms." And then he sat down and worked out and sat with the artist to work out how to get those wings to be fully representative of what we wanted to say about the openness and the changes in our society. And that's what you'll see the bird represents.
The motto on the coat of arms is written in the Khoisan language of the Kam people and means diverse people unite. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Johannesburg.